Hello, everybody. Welcome to, what is our show called?
The Bestie Podcast.
Yeah, that one. Welcome to another episode. It's been a while, and this time we're talking about The Odyssey. I was going to watch it again, but I can't because we need to record this. As a note, if something changes about my experience or like my opinion, I will add that at the end of the episode. Yeah, that's about it. How do we want to approach this? How we
found out about the movie.
That was me. You found out about it because of me. I could not stop talking about it ever since I saw the fucking teaser back in 2021. No, 21. 24, I think. Or
yeah, it was a bit of a while ago. The teaser trailer. I had watched it, I think, with you. I didn't rewatch it afterwards. Long was the days during which I had actually read The Odyssey. It was back when I was 12. So, like, I really enjoyed it. I remembered everything, because it is quite a concise story. Like, it doesn't...
How do you remember everything? That's crazy.
Because we had to study it in class. Like, we had to do analysis and stuff, so it kind of sticks with you. And it was in France in 6th grade, we get like a full year of historical and French class all about mythology, which is really nice. So you get to learn a lot about Odysseus, Achilles. I'm gonna screw up the names. I'm just gonna heads up. Because I know them in the Roman terms, because in French we used mostly the Roman names of mythology characters. And what was your first experience with The Odyssey?
Oh, let me tell you how my first experience was. So, okay. Apparently they have a really big IMAX screen here. One of the biggest in the country. 70 millimeters wide. And very hyped about it. And what's a better film to watch in 70mm IMAX? So I booked my tickets, $18. Way too much for a movie. I've never paid that much before, but I guess it's worth it.
We both went to go see an IMAX, and
it was
very expensive to go see movies in IMAX. Jesus,
it's so great because normally I do watch in IMAX because it's affordable. Normally it's like 7 or 8. No. And then I go there. I look at the screen, massive. It is genuinely the biggest screen that I've ever seen in my life. We go through like at the top level of the theater, and I look down, and I can see like 2 stories of fucking seats going all the way down to the floor, and it was crazy. It was scary because I was so high up, but it was like magical. Anyway. Movie starts, looks amazing, obviously. I'm like not even surprised at how amazing it looks, but it sounds like ass. Why does it sound like ass? Because I think their fucking sound system was broken. So at first I was like, what is happening? It sounds so off. Basically, I don't know how to explain it, but imagine if you were like, if I was recording the movie in the theater with my phone and then I put the audio from the phone in the movie. That's what it sounded like.
Oh, it didn't have ambiance noise.
No, none of that. It was like everything was coming from the screen, and like a few bits were coming from my surroundings, and those sounded off like all together. They were like horrible sounds. So you can imagine, all the loud scenes that happened in the movie. They were like not fun.
Because I think one of the things where the movie did things right was the sound. In anything, it was loud at certain points, but like it worked really well when it was like the pig scene, the noises and stuff. That was really like immersive, and on the boat everything was like really immersive and really put you in the character's place
in the
and I really
boat.
like that. So I'm sorry you had that
in
experience.
The fucking ship. I knew that it was a problem in the sound system because like you can hear it. Anybody can tell that it's definitely not a part of the mixing of the sound or like of the movie. Like when the scenes come up, when you have the whole loud scenes of the Cyclops like yelling and the sounds of the boat. I was like, oh fuck, dude, these are gonna like sound so awesome. I mean, yeah, they sound loud, but they're gonna sound so awesome when I watch it again because I was
Yeah.
already determined that I was going to watch it again, which I will tomorrow. Oh man, I cannot wait.
My experience was good. It was the, I think, second time in my life I went to see a movie in IMAX.
What was
Last
the
one I
first one?
went to see was the second Avatar movie back
Oh,
in 2023, I think.
cool shit.
Um, it was really cool. It was really fun. But as much as Christopher Nolan said that it was intended for IMAX, apart from like seeing most of the things on the screen, I was never really astonished by what I saw that justified seeing it in IMAX. Like there was no um environmental shots like of nature and stuff and big scenes. Like I felt like I had a big scene to see nothing much in it. I was expecting more scenery scenes, more
Oh,
like things where I was just like, wow, okay, this is huge. But every time it was like a cool scene, but it wasn't like a huge thing that for me justified seeing it in IMAX.
yeah. There's probably one scene that I was like, oh my god. If, no, if people that are not watching in IMAX are not gonna see this. It's when they open the doors of the room to Helen, and you can see like Helen's not Helen, Penelope. It's when they open the room doors of the room to Penelope, and she's holding the bow. And in IMAX, you can basically see like her whole body and like the
Mm.
whole room, and I could tell. This that shot specifically, I think it looks like something from Tenet because there's a shot from Tenet, and there's in Tenet there's a really I don't know if you've seen Tenet, but there's a
I
really
have not,
tall
no.
woman in Tenet, and when they show her like a full body shot, you can like tell how fucking tall she is, and it just made me feel like remind me of that scene. But I do kind of agree with the whole not having a lot to see.
Mm.
But I didn't
The
really
only
notice
time
it.
where I felt it was justified is when they were climbing up the steps to go to the castle. I thought that was cool because you could see like the how grand the place was. Like you could look up and you felt like
Yeah.
really small compared to the screen. That's the only time where I was like, "Whoa, this is really cool," and I'm glad
I
like
mean,
I'm
there's
seeing
also the
this
boat
fully.
scenes, like the ship scenes. I think it worked really well with the ship scenes, where you could see like the sail. I don't know the ship
Um,
thing names, part names, but I don't know.
mhm,
Really, really enjoyed that bit. Also the scene
yeah.
of the Cyclops chasing them. That was pretty cool.
Well, then again, there's like the subject and the cave.
Well, and then there's the.
For me, it
It's
wasn't really justified.
okay. Okay.
And the boat, for me, there's the boat, the sea. Like, I don't know, there was
Yeah.
something lacking. Meanwhile, you take
Hmm.
Avatar, it's like scenery heaven. Like, I don't know if you've seen Avatar
I
2,
have not seen
especially
the
the
new one.
first one and second one.
I've not seen the first one and
Um,
second one.
the first and second ones is just like scenery. It's astonishing how good that movie looks, and like you couldn't with IMAX you couldn't look at everything. It was so overwhelming because there was just so much to see, um,
Oh.
which is cool, and I like
Hmm.
that. But yeah, that's my experience with IMAX. Apart from it being very expensive.
It was so expensive for me too. I mean, fuck. Anyway, I'll,
The movie
I'll have to pay this
in
pay the
itself.
exact same amount to go and watch it again, but it's not even the big screen this time. It's like a little bit smaller. But I'm excited.
Mm.
And anyway, since you don't have notes, I'll start with one of my notes, which was the first thing I wrote down. Why the fuck does Agamemnon or a farm throughout the whole movie?
I know,
Jesus.
but like he's
He's
the
so cool.
coolest character.
He's so cool. Oh my god. To be
He
fair,
is very terrifying. Like they
yeah,
got the scary right.
he's I, I really like thought about when I was reading Song of Achilles and or the Iliad. I think it's kind of the
Mm-hmm.
same how they explain like, Agamemnon, but in the Iliad, Achilles is probably the only one who's able to like stand up to Agamemnon because he's such a fucking presence in everybody's lives. He controls like almost all of it,
Yeah.
and he is a king, and like the big one, the big man, and everybody, including Menelaus, who his brother, and Odysseus, they all listen to him most of the time. Odysseus is kind of smart, so like Agamemnon does listen to Odysseus in some cases, but he's still arrogant. Agamemnon, he's like this fucking king who would not listen to most people, and he would do unfair things to his soldiers, take their bounty for himself, take the most beautiful girls for himself, and Achilles was kind of, I think, yeah, if I remember correctly, only one who had this fight. That's how the Iliad begins, I think, from the fight between Achilles and Agamemnon. Anyway, throughout the whole two books, even though we don't really, obviously we don't see Agamemnon in the books, but we like read about him, and
From him, yeah.
from all of that, it just seems like he's such a fucking prick, and also like this giant fucking force of nature. and
they
like,
really got that across.
I know, it's like that's what I was thinking about. Man, this actually feels like what Agamemnon was in the books, like just aura farming. But in the books, he was obviously much more. He basically had no dialogues in it in the movie. In the books, you can see how unjust he is with people, and how kind of he doesn't really have that many like good tactics of like military tactics that you can use in in war. But I'm not well versed in like all of that, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, that's kind of why they kept losing against the Trojan, if I remember correctly, is that they were just heading it head first into any battle.
10 years.
10 years. Jesus.
10 fucking years. But
and,
I think Agamemnon looks super hyper cool in the movie, because there's no parts of him showing his personality. So
yeah,
it was fun.
That was really fun. Well. Another subject that I really want to talk about is sorry, wait, I'm trying to.
It's all right. We have all the time in the world, as James Bond would say.
Is something you've mentioned is time passing in this movie is kind of confusing because first of all, you get Odysseus that's leaving, then you hear that it's been 10 years of the war, but you don't really see much time passing, and then there's the whole Odyssey until he gets back home, which is another 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
And it's cool, like you realize little by little in certain points that time has passed. But the thing is, I explained this, most of the movie is structured with getting on boat, going to place A, escaping place A, going on boat, going to place C, escaping place C, B, etc. And throughout those like steps or checkpoints, I didn't feel very attached to the idea of Odysseus needing to go back home. Like, we don't really get much character depth of him wanting to go back home. So it just feels tedious and like, I don't know. I didn't really like the pacing of the first 2/3 of the movie until he actually gets home.
Okay, that's interesting, yeah.
Because there was no like, you didn't feel like a need for the characters to keep going.
It had like a very obvious, like, it's like, hey guys, this is the story of Odysseus, so you know that he wants to go back, but then like when it's playing out on screen, it's like it's like Odysseus knows that people that are watching him knows that he wants to go home, so he doesn't really have to show much about it. It did feel a little strange in the first few parts when he was going from point A to point B and meeting all these like monsters and people sacking villages and whatnot. And at points, it still seemed like he's the same war general who just like finished a war and hasn't really like learned too much from it yet. And so he felt a little hollow. And at times it also felt like, like, does he want to go home? It doesn't really, I mean, he seems like they're heading towards home, but does he want to go back to Troy and kill more Trojans? I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
and then you get the scenes of him on the beach
with Calypso,
what's her
I
name?
think.
With Calypso. And you're like, wait, does he actually want to go home? Like,
Oh,
if you
the
don't know
Calypso
about
bit.
the flower,
Yeah,
yeah, if you don't
yeah.
know anything about the flower, you're just like, okay, he just wants to stay here. Like,
Which I mean, the thing about this whole the book and the movie, it's like people that are watching the movie for like have people who haven't read the book at all and watching the movie as their first um, introduction to the
introduction.
Odyssey would they probably would feel a little bit confused, but that's exactly what you would feel when you read the Odyssey as well, I think, because that's kind of like some things are like explicitly explained, but most of the things are kept as like in the background. It's like people will name drop, gods will just come down and name drop like Menelaus, go to Pylos and meet Nestor. Like what? Who are those people? And for like a while you would be confused, but then it would be explained, which in the movie it's also explained like a little bit later about the whole thing about him eating the lotus and it making him like
Yep.
forgetting a little bit
Forget.
and making him it's like you forget all your pain, but then you also forget about most good things in your life. That's kind of how I take it. Like if you want to forget your pain, you kind of have to forget like the whole bowl of contents in your heart that has other things too, like not just pain, but also love and also the other good parts of life. But it also explains how you never truly lose yourself, even if you eat the lotus and you forget stuff. The real part of you always remains. So at the end, you always want to do what you set out to do at the very beginning, which Odysseus wanted to go back home and meet his wife. Like he didn't even know he had a wife. He kept
And
forgetting.
he kept trying to make a boat. Like
He kept trying to make. It's
kept
so.
picking up pieces.
I love that bit so much. It's like so.
Yeah.
It's so dreamlike, as if his body was being controlled by his subconscious, which it probably like was. I think that's what the whole logical bit was. But that was also I was a little bit confused about Calypso. I thought maybe it was because I misread something, but I thought he spent most of his time with Circe, not Calypso. So I was thinking, is Circe like in a disguise with Odysseus and tells him that she's Calypso instead? Because when I was reading the book Circe, she spends quite a bit of time, like Odysseus spends quite a bit of time in her island, Aiaia, like the name of the island. So I was a little confused about that. But when I looked it up after the movie, and turns out, yeah, she did spend time with both of them. And also, both of them are different people. Like Calypso is not Circe. And so I was relieved a little bit. But then I was confused again because I did not know much about I forgot about Calypso. Even though I read the book.
Remember.
I forgot about Calypso.
No, I remember Calypso because in class, while we were young, and we like read this story about this man trying to get home for 20 years, and then you see like he's been hooking up with this woman for like years and years, and you're like, okay, so now that's his last time before he gets home, and then he returns happily to his wife, and you're just, as a kid, I was like, huh?
It is
like, I was
interesting.
like, that does not make sense. I mean, it does make sense now because, he was basically drugged.
Yeah, he was tricked. He didn't really have much power. Like, if...
I don't remember. Is Calypso a nymph or a goddess?
Yeah, she's a sea nymph.
I think she's a nymph. Yeah, okay.
And which is why she lives on an island. Just like... Well, Circe's a witch, so... But even then, like, she has different powers. And... but yeah, the island hopping thing, I also agree with that. It felt a little off at the beginning, but I think for me personally, it picked up quite like I would say like as soon as you pass the second half or like the first half, it picks up quite fast. That's what I felt. Like you don't even for me don't have to get to the ending to see any kind of character growth because I really saw it in the like the beginning of second half.
Yeah. I guess like when you start getting character growth is when they pass the valley where there's like stone like grabbing his men and they all die
Oh,
basically.
yeah, 6 men die
Um,
because of Scylla, the
yeah,
tentacle monster.
that's when you start. Odysseus starts feeling guilty about having talked to the dead
Yeah.
and knowing the future. And that's where it gets psychological. So he has to go to Hades, he has to go to hell
The underworld.
to finally get character growth and like having like some
Has to go to
stakes
hell to go
in
to
his
get
voyage.
character growth. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Oh, this reminds me of like we're jumping from one topic to the other, but I think it's fine. Like that's what Christopher
it's
Nolan
fine.
does, guys. That's exactly what we're doing. We're jumping from one thing to the another. The addition of the character Sinon or Sinon, not in the original book.
Elliot Page
Yeah,
character?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he is in the original book, but like super minor character, doesn't really have much mention at all. But here he plays quite a big part and like a lot. He plays as a emotional anchor, not just for Odysseus, like being one of his men, but also like as a as like an anchor for the antagonist as well, Antonius or Antinous,
Yeah.
which is insane. Like I really enjoyed that character. Him not knowing that the
then
men
again,
were in there.
yeah.
Sorry, go on.
And yeah, we don't find out that he didn't know until he goes to hell. Then again.
Well, he didn't
like,
know
the
until
whole
he goes to
growth.
hell,
Yeah,
which is
that's true.
and I really like the character of Sinon. Sinon. I don't know how to say the names. God.
I think they say Xenon.
Yeah,
Not sure.
Sinon. So really fun character. But I'm looking at my
Tragic
notes and I
character.
Tragic, and I cannot read. Why did I write it like this?
Basically betrayed to go to war.
Yeah, and
by
definitely
Antonius,
plays
who's
to
fucking coward.
definitely plays for like Odysseus's whole mindset of like sacrificing his men and doing whatever he needs to like get the job done, and all of that coming back to him at the end, which is cool.
Yeah. No, he's an interesting character. I really liked it, and the flashbacks to them basically picking a straw to see if they're going to war. That was like a good setup to what's gonna come later. Also, sorry, I'm going back on Calypso, but a small detail that I really enjoy is that the costume maker of the whole movie, she is very passionate about costume making. And Calypso's dress, if you notice in the film, she actually catches fish with her dress. And that was in real life. That was not an effect. The actress actually caught fish with her dress, like in middle of filming, and she was just like,
Nolan
"Whoa!"
And you get to just do some weird shit when shooting You get to shoot fucking dolphins with IMAX cameras, which takes it to the like takes it all the way back to when IMAX even began as a nature documentary camera thing, which is insane.
Yeah.
Like, what? And then you have all the practical effects of like the Cyclops, which I didn't even know. I just thought it looked amazing, and then you told me that it was a puppet, but
in a cave.
And the sound horrifying. Ooh,
the whole time. I just saw a Titan from Attack on Titan. I was just like, whoa! So if there's an Attack on Titan movie, they would kind of look like this, but with 2 eyes.
Yeah. Even though I haven't seen Attack on Titan, probably like I've seen 1 episode, and I could tell, probably look like that.
Like it's a terrifying beast, and it's humanoid, but
the skin.
Yeah, I was not expecting.
Oh, dude, the skin of the Cyclops, like Polyphemus' skin, it looked so much like my grandpa. It just okay because when I was a kid,
Hi, Grandpa.
Grandpa mentioned when I was a kid, we would sit around a campfire, and he's old, right? He's still old, has not changed even a little bit. Like, he hasn't gotten older. He just stayed the same old that he was when I was a kid. So every time, like I
God.
remember specifically like how wrinkly his skin is, and how next to the campfire, like the fire would make his skin look like it has like ridges. That's what the fucking Cyclops looked like. It was reminding me of my grandpa and my grandpa's
It
bald.
looked like gravel.
Gravel. A man made of gravel.
Yeah, it kind of looked like so harsh. The skin looked so harsh and wrinkly.
Yeah,
I was just like,
it
ew.
looks so
So
like
disgusting.
I like I want to touch it, but like not really. You know, I want to. It you could almost know what what it would feel like if you touch it.
Mm-mm. Another practical effect was the pigs like getting mold.
God,
Literally, like it wasn't all of CGI. Like the actors really had like masks, and she would like be molding
Yeah,
them
it was
in real time.
like a mix of cut between real CGI, clay, and
Mm-mm.
I think I told you this before. I was super scared, thinking how they're gonna do the whole transforming into pig thing, because up until then there has been almost like no like fantasy element, like where you see literal magic convert something in midair. Like you've seen a
Yeah.
fucking giant, but that's super realistic. It looked so real. It could be in the IMAX theater with us. So I was worried, and it's definitely one of the highlights for me of the movie, like how they did the whole transforming men into the pigs. How she got so fucking down and dirty with the men and like like molding them. It felt so gross.
Yeah,
And even before
it
that,
was gross.
they were eating, but they couldn't stop because they had the appetite of pigs at that point, and they could
And
not
with
stop
the
at all.
things coming out of their mouth.
It was disgusting, but
It was so disgusting.
it's kind of like how they like how it was pictured in Madeline Miller's Circe, kind of like that. But then again, it didn't have the whole getting down and dirty with your hands with the men to like turn them into pigs thing, because in the books it's mostly magic. But here, oh my god, what a different
And
thing
in
to do.
adaptations, usually it's like a camera shift and you come back to it and they are pigs. There's no like transitions or like they get a nose.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I vividly, which is strange for me. I vividly remember like a few adaptations of being like super corny transitions of like man switch, man with nose switch, pig.
Oh.
Like it
like
didn't
you can
really
tell
make
that they're
sense.
trying to hide like a shortcoming of trying to make
Yeah.
something change in your pig. It's such a big movie to adapt. Like, it's a concise story. Not a lot happens, but a lot happens at the same. It's like, yes, a lot is happening, but
Yeah.
then again, it's so you know what's going to happen, and even then, it becomes such a grand movie to adapt. I've probably just seen one more like adaptation, which came out a long time ago. I don't even remember, but that's when I was a kid. And you know how I was telling you that it's so fun for there to be like a real Odyssey movie, because I haven't seen any. Turns out I have. When I was a kid, I was we had like on our TV there was a movie about there was a movie called something but Odyssey, and I was researching a little bit about it to like get my memories back. And I did. I still don't know when it came out, but yeah, so this is my second Odyssey movie, and man, it is a hard
I probably
movie
watched
to...
a lot of cartoons
Yeah, you
of
did.
it.
Yeah. So when I told you, when I was telling you guys that, hey, isn't it cool how there's some more Greek mythology shit now, and because of how it's never been done before, it's just I had never seen shit like that before.
But it's never been done to this extent.
It's
Which
never been
is
done to this
impressive.
extent, yeah. Like you cannot satisfy all people, because there's no way. Odyssey is just so popular, and it is such a personal book for so many people. Some people are going to care a lot about some aspects of the movie or like the story, and so it's impossible to satisfy all people. But on top of that, it's also impossible to just get the whole book right as a movie. Like there's just no way.
Yeah.
There's
No, definitely.
absolutely no. Even I, who has like only read the whole book like twice or 3 times. Like this is probably my 3rd time just reading it, and it's the same translation, not even like a different translation.
Like, you compare it to the Iliad. I don't remember much of the Iliad because I remember being very confusing. It was a confusing read because
What
you had
really?
to know like a lot of background of what was happening in Troy. I like as
Oh,
an
as a
adult I don't
kid,
remember
because you read
yeah,
it as
but
a
as an
kid.
adult I don't remember
Okay,
much of reading it as a kid. Meanwhile,
it
like
is
the
a confusing
Odyssey,
read.
I remember it very precisely, and the Iliad, I'm just like, okay, I remember like some of the things. But I would feel like the Iliad is a lot more grounded and would be
Yes,
like
very
an
much. I
easier
remember it
thing
because I
to
read it
adapt.
recently.
Yeah. Yeah. I have read it the same year as I read the Odyssey, or maybe a year
Oh my
later, so
god. I think because you read it so long ago, definitely your perspective will change when you read it again. It is confusing because it literally just starts in the middle of the war. It doesn't even like starts
yeah.
in the beginning. It starts in the middle, almost at the end. Um so
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
lot of years has already passed, and so that's confusing, and it ends not even at the end of the war. Like the Trojan horse scene happens in limbo. It happens, I think it happens in like some other book that probably got lost. Does not happen in the Iliad, does not happen in the Odyssey. It happens in between them. So that scene
Yeah.
specifically is just not there in the books.
But yeah. No, it was a very well done adaptation. If like I don't think they did anything wrong.
Yeah, they
They
didn't
got
like
things pretty correct. Not exact, but
not
correct.
yeah.
Correct enough that it was the fun watch. You don't need to for an adaptation, you don't need everything to be precisely the same
Yeah,
to bring out a message. Sometimes you can leave things, you can take out things, you can add things
which she did.
and have it be done correctly.
I'm a little bit disappointed. Okay, let's talk a little bit about things that disappointed us. Um, and in terms of story and the things that he left out, there's like a couple of things that really annoyed me. Well, not annoyed me, but like I was missing them because of how impactful they are in the book. Number one being when he went to the underworld. So in the book,
Yeah.
he meets Achilles. That's kind of like the first time he meets Achilles in the book, and like the
Yeah.
only time. And Achilles, he talks about how the life he chose, which is to like the life of glory by giving up a long and healthy life. So basically, Achilles, he had a prophecy where if he chooses to go to the war, he will have a life of glory. Everyone will know him as the hero, but he will
But he
not
would
live
die.
long. He will die. Yeah,
Mm.
and or he could like not go to the war. He will have a long and healthy and prosperous life. Not prosperous prosperous in a way of values, I guess. Not like
Yeah.
property or something. But he will nobody will know him. He will not be someone like a hero, and he chooses to go to the war, obviously, and he dies. And when he meets Odysseus, after he had lost like Patroclus, and after he's died, and after he's had time to like think about it, I guess in the underworld, he does not like it. He says he would definitely like not make the same decision again, and he talks
Mm.
about like those values, and it's just annoying to not have that because you barely have any mention of Achilles. You have one name
Yeah.
drop by
At the beginning.
Menelaus,
Yeah.
and I wanted more of Achilles, please. And it was
I
annoying.
think they left that out to not confuse people further, and it would be more like fan
I
servicey
mean,
ish.
no, it would not be fan service. Out of the things, it's literally in the book. I feel like, oh, like the. I think you also mentioned this. How short the? Did you mention this? I don't remember, but I think the underworld scene was a little too short because it needed some time to like settle it. Like, yeah, they went to the underworld. Yeah, they talked with the people. I talked with Agamemnon and with Sinon. But I think like, if they cut out the whole scene with Land of the Giants where they went to the island, got beat up.
Oh my god, worst scene, worst
Yeah,
part of the
I
movie.
agree too now. If they just cut that out, gave that time to like the underworld bit, I think it would have been so much more, like so much better. I don't know. I wanted to see Achilles. Call it fan service because I would have
Yeah.
been definitely serviced, dude.
Is that what you say after having sex?
Shut up. There's also another bit where like, okay, I'll be short. There's another bit where he meets his mother, and his mother is also like, she died not of any kind of like disease. When Odysseus,
in the underworld?
yeah, he meets his mother in the underworld.
Okay.
She died of like natural causes. She was sad also because she lost her son who has gone to the war, and his mother's also giving, like, talking to him about stuff, about like grief, about losing your son, about the glory of people that go to war, and how many people that have come back from the war that also like basically came back to ruins of their life. There's like nothing left the same way they left it. And to be fair, most of the values that were shared in like the whole conversation with Achilles and the conversation with his mother, they do come back in other characters. Like Odysseus does like has his own moment of looking at Troy not as a victory but as a whole tragedy. And so the values are not lost in the movie, I would say. But I guess
They come later.
Yeah. But it's the scenes. Like I think I guess just wanted the scenes. I don't know. But yeah, that's it.
For the underworld part, I agree that it could have gone for a little longer, but I think it would have been interesting of them doing a bit more with the underworld. I was kind of like not disappointed because I think that scene really looked cool, and like them rising out the ground and like them drinking the blood. That was really cool, but I feel like I was missing a little something, like something more a little bit more of an action.
Yeah.
Because it again ended up with them running away to the boat.
That's
but it could have been a little. It's the third time in that movie.
Running to the boat.
I don't know. There could have been a little bit something more that brought more action or suspense. I was missing a little bit of something. I don't know what, and I think in the underworld. I don't know what. I don't know what they could have added. I really like that scene, but it was just missing a little something. A little.
He could have added things. Like he could have just taken some liberty with it, because even in the book, like it's only just conversations. There's like no action in the underworld that happens. So I think he could have like added something to it. But all in all, my only complaint was with the underworld was that it was just too much. Like a lot of conversations were happening. But why did they make Agamemnon have dialogues, man? They could have just kept him all mute. It would have been so funny to like have this aura farming boss just not talk at all.
Yeah, just
the whole movie.
Have him stand in the background and that's it.
And also,
wait, who gives him the prophecy of his men dying?
It was the guy. I forgot his name, but the guy who just shows up in the underworld.
Yeah, okay. Okay. It's not
not Calypso or not Circe.
Okay.
But Agamemnon, okay. Guys, Agamemnon is kind of dumb. Do we not remember that? Because like he's not a good war general, I think. I'm not a good war general, so I should know.
Yeah, look at all the men that died. Look around him.
I mean, he's dedicated. He sacrificed his daughter, for which he got killed by his wife at the end when he got home. But the problem is, why did he have to give Odysseus the idea of go into your house, but not as your own self, but as a beggar, so you're in disguise? That's something that Athena told him. Didn't she? Like, wasn't it Athena that gave him the wisdom of like going into there as a beggar?
In the book?
Yeah.
I don't remember that detail.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but I think it just sounds weird when it comes from someone like Agamemnon. But
well, I guess it's because he has experience.
He has experience,
like returning home and getting betrayed.
Yeah.
But he could have learned that from another. No, I guess he couldn't have.
I don't know.
He couldn't have learned that from anyone else. Honestly, I'm not really mad about that. It just felt weird that he had so much dialogue.
Yeah, that it felt off to me how maybe I'm just wrong about it not being in the book, but I don't know. I just don't like the idea of Agamemnon, the whole the big boss out there, telling Odysseus to go into disguise.
And in speaking of that, in the version I read, he goes back home under disguise, and he goes to talk to Penelope. She recognizes him, but she tests to see if it's really him, not because of the little statue, because she tells him that she moved their marital bed, and that angers Odysseus, so that betrays his undercover being. But that's when Penelope understands, oh, okay, that's really Odysseus, because he would be the only one mad about me moving the bed.
Yeah.
And Odysseus is smart on his own.
Yeah.
He could have thought about coming into disguise on his own, but internally his feelings would have betrayed him because he's a bit of a dum-dum sometimes.
Definitely. He's definitely a dum-dum sometimes, my god.
So that would have betrayed him, but I feel like it could have come up to about the solution of going undercover on his own, and he didn't really need that interaction with Agamemnon.
Agamemnon.
Aga. But it's, I don't know, it felt kind of redundant when you got Telemachus getting that information exposed.
Which dude?
When he gets invited to a castle, a palace, and he sees the sister of Agamemnon.
Yeah, do French. Do French, it's fine. Do the French names.
When Tom Holland gets exposed this information about his wife betraying him. In a flashback montage.
Yeah, that's true. Could have come from maybe.
So
I don't know.
It's redundant. We get the information twice.
Wait, no, we don't. It doesn't happen when.
Yes.
Okay. Whoa.
I'm completely sure of it.
Really? I thought.
Yes.
Okay, so when
Telemachus.
When Telemachus goes to Pylos to
palace.
meet Nestor, or not Nestor, Menelaus,
Yeah.
and then we get a bit of lore drop,
yeah.
right? So we get the exposition of what's happening, what has happened to Agamemnon, and then after a while, we get the scene of Odysseus in the underworld, and then we have Agamemnon talking to him about going in disguise. But did he mention that his wife killed him?
Yes.
I think
I'm
he talked
pretty
about
sure.
a betrayal.
Well, he says go in disguise
because
they could betray you.
Talk about a betrayal, yeah. Yeah, I just remembered this.
So it's kind of redundant for the viewer, because
well,
either do the flashback with in the underworld, or don't do the flashback with Telemachus. I don't know.
Yeah, he has this. Yeah, Christopher Nolan has this habit of just cutting back and forth between flashbacks and things that are being said, which his style, not the biggest fan of it personally. When it happens in other movies as well, it happens in all of his movies actually, I think, or most of his modern ones, after Interstellar. So you got Tenet, Dunkirk, but Dunkirk is it barely has any dialogue. All right, we're going on a tangent. Anyway, that was a bit redundant, and I'm still stuck up on the fact that it was Agamemnon telling him to go in disguise. Could have been his dog.
What else didn't you like? Because I want to talk about the one thing I like after this. So let's just get rid of everything we didn't like.
We didn't like or did like? Didn't like.
Didn't like.
Okay. Well, there's one thing, but it's not really that I didn't like. It's the audio thing. I liked it, but it just kind of ruined my experience because of the theater. And so I can't really talk good about it right now because I don't really know if I'll actually like it or not, but I'm pretty sure that I will.
Yeah.
The one thing I told you when I came back from the theater and I was like, oh, these are my raw thoughts. The thing I mentioned is how it's loud. And I think it works really, really well with the thing that they're trying to do, except a few parts. When it works well, it's when they're dealing with forces bigger than them. It's when they're dealing with Poseidon. It's when they're dealing with the Cyclops. It's when they're dealing with Zeus, Circe. Not too loud with Circe, but still.
Yeah.
When you have
No, because when he kills the deer and finds the human corpse, there's a loud sound, I think. And then it's just like, I think it's...
Oh, that's what
I
I
think
mean.
there's a loud sound.
That's what I mean. The fucking
Like-
theater system was so bad. Like, some sounds were just not there. Like, the soundtrack, I bet is amazing because it was Ludwig, by the way, the person who composed for the last movie, Oppenheimer. And so I'm just fucking I'm so mad.
Yeah.
So I'll add the notes at the end if I can, after I'm done watching it for the second time. And okay, so I was saying the whole thing about
Loud.
it being loud, the Cyclops being loud, terrifying. It made perfect sense. I was like, yes, it's loud, but like I love it. I love how loud it is because if I was in there, probably just as loud. The whole scene with the boat, I specifically remember that if I had seen this movie before you, I would be thinking how much you would hate that scene because of how fucking flashy it is and how it would give you a seizure immediately.
I spent that whole scene with my eyes
Like
closed, looking back because it was so bright. The screen is so big, it's so bright that I can't focus like on another area of the screen.
Yeah.
No, I had to physically close my eyes, turn back, and it was so loud that I was just kind of like this.
It was genuinely
And I was
loud.
like, I didn't see anything of that scene. I don't even know what happened.
A couple of men died. And
Well, I
it was
didn't see that.
a bunch of flashing. A couple of men fell in the water. Some things in the ship broke and whatnot. So that was the only thing that I would say, the last thing that I didn't like, but it was not because even of the movie. It was because of the theater. So I think we're done with the things we didn't like, I guess, unless something comes up.
Yeah, maybe. Let's talk about things we liked. Well, in the first half that we didn't mention, we'll get to the ending after.
Right.
One thing that I really liked in the first half were the sirens. I've mentioned this to you. I really like how it was done, or where we had Odysseus' experience being tied up and with our ears plugged and just watching everything go by.
Yeah.
And him narrating how much well, no, he didn't have his earplugs. We were in the place of the others.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
soldiers.
it was him narrating, like the Odysseus narrating.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, that's so dumb, because I kind of want to hear what the sirens are saying.
I know, that's what I thought.
I really want to hear,
But then
and that's the fucking point.
Yeah. And then the realization hit, like, wait, we can't hear it because we're gonna go to the fucking screen and try and kill ourselves. But I was loving that scene when it happened.
It's like the whole temptation part of it is literally directed back at the viewers. So it's so well executed, because usually, like with adaptation of the Odyssey, you hear the sirens sing and you just see the men like crawl to them, and you're just like, okay, well, I guess it's believable. But here they did something so different.
Yeah.
With narration and just like complete silence.
Like left
so
to our
cool.
imagination. It's like the thing they did visually with Bird Box, like the movie that came out some time ago, and where you can't really see the monsters. Like they actually had drawings and like drafts of the monsters that they were thinking of putting in the movie, but then they didn't, and it worked so well because we just don't get to see. And people, like, the whole point, spoilers by the way, for Bird Box that came in 2018 or something. If you see the monsters, you genuinely just die. You go psycho and you die. So it's kind of the same thing happening here. And the decision to like not let the viewers know or like hear the whole songs of the sirens, brilliant. Loved it. Also, probably the first time or like the only time where we see Odysseus in the screen, but we also see him from a different point of view, like from a different mind altogether. And that was a bit scary for me.
Yeah, that was scary. And sometimes showing less is showing more, or like giving less,
his
giving more.
screams and his like when
Mm.
I forgot the name of the other guy who we were looking at Odysseus from.
He's a great actor,
He's
by the way. I
great.
really liked him.
I wrote his real
He's
name,
great.
Hamish Patel, and he was in Tenet.
Um,
He was in no, he was not in Oppenheimer, I think, but he was in Tenet, and he has great acting. When he was looking at Odysseus, and like he was looking back and forth, he was looking at Odysseus, and then he would look back at the sirens, and then back at Odysseus, and we would see like Odysseus changing his fucking expression every time he was being looked at. It was just at the end, it was just agony. Like you could tell that he was genuinely just suffering. He was talking about this thing about the itch that you cannot like scratch, and I felt that so hard. Like, oh my god, it was explained quite well. Even though it didn't even need that exposition at all. Like it did not need that. But I think it still works well because everybody else on the ship would be curious about what Odysseus heard, right? So because he was telling them, I guess it just works well with like us knowing it too. It doesn't even feel like exposition because he does have a reason to tell the others like what he heard, because he was genuinely the first person to hear what the siren sounded like.
Yeah, that didn't die.
That didn't die.
Yeah.
But
well, that's really cool. No, I was thinking, what a dumb leader thing to do.
I know. Well,
just showing your soldiers what not to do.
He is cunning, but he's not the wisest. He's called the wisest, but you know, every now and then his like ego gets him. Oh yeah, one more thing I didn't like. The whole fight with the Cyclops, as in like the whole argument with the Cyclops, how they tricked him. They showed half of it, basically.
Nothing.
Everything else was gone. Like, you have the scene where they tie up some hay to their body and like pretend to be sheeps and then go outside.
Mm-hmm.
But then the whole argument of like them fighting and nobody is killing somebody, or the whole thing was gone at the end when like they had to show somehow like that Odysseus is he's smart, but he's also a human, so he will make mistakes. The ego will get the best of him at some points of his life. So to show that, they did the whole shoot the Cyclops in the eye thing, but it did not feel natural. Like I think I don't want to blame Matt Damon for this, but like he didn't have that like the vengeful expression on his face when he shot the arrow in the eye.
Yeah, he just felt kind of childish, like a childish way of getting back at the Cyclops.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just it was a little annoying to me because I was expecting that to happen at some point. Like I thought he was going to yell his name at some point and like tell him that it's Odysseus, it's me, you dumb bitch, dumb one-eyed bitch.
And it's so stupid. The thing I didn't like was like at one point the Cyclops does speak and they all say, "Oh yes, he's speaking," and then they do nothing about it. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, that's true. They also say that why didn't he talk to us? It's because like why would you talk to ants?
Talk to ants.
That's a fun line. That's a really fun line. But yeah, I thought they were going to try and talk to him or something. But they did mention that
if you make him talk.
One of them mentioned that it was too late because they already hurt his eyes. But I guess you're gonna try talking or something. Well, I mean, in the book it doesn't turn out well, so whatever, I guess.
Yes, same result. Poseidon is pissed.
Poseidon is fucking pissed.
What of my son?
You're blinded, my son. Oh man, dude, the Cyclops thing was just incredible because like the way he talked to Poseidon as well, it just sounded so weird. Sounded so ungodly, unhuman.
I really wanted to see, I don't know, a shadow of Poseidon. Yeah. And have Athena and Poseidon like argue it out. Like that would have been cool.
Like, yeah, there was barely. I think the only god we got to see was Athena, and no one else.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean Cersei she's a witch, but she's the son of a god. Oh, son. Wow.
She's the son.
The daughter of Helios, the sun god.
Oh, sun god. I thought it was Artemis. Okay, my bad. I don't
I
know
might be
why.
wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm
No.
sorry, but
I think you're right.
I specifically remember that
Uh,
she's the daughter of one of the gods that controlled a sun or like a star.
yeah, that's Helios.
Okay, yeah,
Circe. Parents.
yeah. Helios and
Helios and Oceanid,
Oceanid.
who is a nymph.
Oh yeah.
Perseus. Why Oceanid?
What is Oceanid? I've never heard of
Perseus.
it. But she was, man, the story of, you know what I would really love to see, like a movie about Circe. I think like I think they should just adapt Madeline Miller's book because it's so fucking good. It it has,
I don't know much about Circe.
yeah, it's, I mean, it came out after Song of Achilles. Son of Achilles. What is wrong with me? It came out a while after Song of Achilles. And Song of Achilles is really good, but I think what Circe does really well is like really show you the kind of forces the gods can like have on people and on humans and like even their own like kids. And it was the book Circe that mentioned how gods have to whisper because they would otherwise like explode the eardrums of normal human beings every time they talk to them. And that
Yeah.
was like, man, that's a cool way to show the power of like something that isn't human or like super duper powerful.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of other like imagery like that in the movie. And sorry, not the movie, the book. And like the book Circe, and I think it was really well. I think if they adapted to a movie, that was super cool. It was so cool. Anyway, that was that. I'm checking off a
I
few
can see
things
our-
from my notes.
As I said, like the first half of the movie was not my favorite.
I know.
I was a bit bored at one point. I
Bored
looked
is
at the screen, I was like,
insane, by the way.
I know. I even surprised myself saying that. It was at the. I don't remember when I thought that to myself, but I looked at my watch. I never look at my watch during a movie.
Well, I had to look at my
And,
watch because I wanted to pee. I was exploding with piss in my bladder. What?
It's just when we got to the underworld, it was like, okay, wait, finally plot, like, and
Underworld
it's about
came
the
so
time where
late.
I know.
What?
And that was about the time where Telemachus actually like does shit. So
What? Telemachus has been doing shit since the beginning of the movie. I think, I don't know, for me, the only thing I had to complain about for the first half was the whole time thing. And apart from that, I think really everything worked for me. I was not bored at all.
for me it didn't. I
Damn.
was bored. So but I loved the last
half.
third of the movie.
Last third. Crazy.
Well, I guess half.
I really enjoyed the whole adventure bit, which I know you didn't. But it just, I don't know, it just worked for me. I was really enjoying. I was thinking to myself as well, like man, what I'm looking at right now is the Adventure of Odysseus, and it's so fucking cool. It's like I was a fanboy at for a fraction of the movie. I was like talking to myself, hey, these are the things that I read in the book, and I'm getting to see them through the eyes of the people that worked on it. Not just Christopher Nolan, but also Hoytema, the cinematographer, and all the other people that created the concept. It was like, man, I cannot believe I'm looking at someone else's imagination of the Odyssey, and it's so close to what I would have imagined. Well, I'm not trying to say that I would have imagined the greatest people who make movies, but I'm just saying it's cool. I really fucking loved it.
I get it.
But yeah.
But yeah, once we get to Odysseus arriving back home, that's where I was just so involved, so invested.
Everything's started. It's
in the
getting
movie.
ready.
And I was feeling things where in the first half I was not feeling really anything, except I was in awe at certain scenes, but emotionally the movie did not grab me until Odysseus arrived to what's the city, the
Ithaca.
Ithaca. until he arrived back to Ithaca.
You know what's strange? I wanted more of, like, I wanted, like, yeah, he's at Ithaca now, but like, come on, I wanted more of the adventures, man. I was like, yeah, he's finally getting home, but like, can we go back and like look at other things, because it was so fun. I think I wanted the adventure, more adventure, but that's just.
I wouldn't have mind more adventure, but there was no character growth, as I mentioned.
I was just loving it.
It didn't get me invested in.
It does the adventure part like kind of like the book, so like it's when you're doing when you're going through the adventures in the book, it's like it's kind of like that for me. So I mean, I was happy he got home, but like anyway.
But yeah. You have anything more to say about the adventure part in your little notes?
Not whoa hostility here. Not really.
No, that was not hostile.
In your little notes, you little dumb little note taking boy.
Your
little notebook with your little
boy.
pen.
Pen?
No, but yeah, that's about it for the adventure bit. Let's talk about the ending, or not the ending, but like the third half, or like the third bit. Wow, third of like last third.
The last third.
I'm gonna cut that.
Yeah, him arriving back home, landing like stranded on the beach next to Athena.
Athena looking at him.
Really cool.
Like always.
I don't mind it. I thought it was cool. Like,
I don't mind it either. It's just when I saw the memes, it was funny as fuck. Like Athena looking at him. Athena is a great character in the movie. Like
if you take Zendaya in Dune and The Odyssey, like, can you really tell them apart?
Yes. She's
They're
wearing a whole
wearing,
suit
like, the hood
in Dune. Oh wait, there is a scene. There's some scene where she's wearing like a loose like drapey garment.
Yeah. I really liked Zendaya in the role. I think she did a great job, and people are giving her shit for it, apparently.
What? That's insane.
Yeah, people are saying like it's just they got her on the movie for like a day shoot just to have another like
there's so many
well-known
scenes.
Actor on the movie.
There's so many different parts with her. Like they went to different
she's
countries.
She's kind of the emotional grounding of this movie too. Like
I'm so glad I'm not on Instagram anymore. I'm just glad, because I would much rather
people
like talk to you guys about it, where it's like I think people get too comfortable with like downplaying movies and like their bits that they just for some reason like they don't like, and it's fine if you don't like it, but they insult it so much that it gets too noisy and you can't really talk sense about it at all, which is why like I know people have said it like, oh, Instagram and social media bad for you, but like I just can't do serious movie talks in social media. I would much rather talk to you or my other friends about the movies, and it's just such a like even if you have even if both of us have like completely different views on the same movie, it's still satisfying.
We do.
I don't think we have completely
often.
Different. I don't
very often.
There's a couple of movies where we have very different opinions. Like
this is why this podcast is so interesting.
And I would not get to talk like this to like someone on like Instagram in the comments. There's no point. It's like watching shorts. There's no point to it. You cannot like do real talk in shorts. People
are also bullshitting Tom Holland's performance when he's facing Penelope.
What the fuck?
Because Anne Hathaway is giving her all to the scene. Like, her performance is astonishing, and it's great. And you have Telemachus, who's kind of like stoic, but that's his character, guys.
His character.
Why are you giving him shit?
I mean, he's
for it?
a
That's
child
how he's
as
written.
Well. He's supposed to be a little wise too.
I don't know. It made me so angry when I saw that. But yeah, him, like, Odysseus returning home was really cool when, like, he goes to see the blind man, and I forgot his name, but I remember that. Like,
you remember that
friend,
from the book too?
Like, him talking to, well, I don't know if your version of the book had it.
Well, yeah,
in mine, yeah. I don't remember if it was his friend, but he was definitely talking to a blind man to be able to sneak in better and get information. Um,
Yeah,
about
it was their
returning.
most loyal servant. I forgot the name as well,
Mm.
but he kept care of like the dog. Well, I mean the whole family took care of the dog, but
Oh my god,
I
he kills
know
puppies.
the dog.
Why does he kill puppies? Why does Christopher Nolan kill puppies in his movies? Because I've seen that.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean kill puppies? Like killing the dog at the
I've
end?
seen a meme. Yeah, of Christopher Nolan's having like killing dogs as a thing in his movies apparently.
Well,
I don't know. I haven't
mean,
seen a lot of Christopher Nolan movies.
I guess there's a few instances. We do need to talk about the
So he
ending.
returns home
Yes.
to the blind man and sneaks in, gathers information. Very cool. Then he goes save his son in the temple. Okay. That was okay. They return home. He goes to the banquet, and Robert Pattinson says, "Get these bags."
What an amazing line delivery.
Great line delivery. He gets beaten by Robert Pattinson by Vampire Boy,
Our little vampire boy.
and then Penelope talks to him. I'm skipping through that because I don't think there's much to say unless like you have something to say between him going to save Telemachus and him talking to Penelope.
I mean, him talking to Penelope was a really good scene.
Yes.
Yeah, before that, it's a lot of just like things happening and like logical things happening, which doesn't really like you don't need a lot of talking anyway.
Yeah, I mean it was a good
It was good.
pace. It was set at a good pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they got over it pretty fast because they knew what was coming and what was like the things that were more important to the story. So yeah.
Yeah.
So we get to Penelope now.
Penelope, and him telling her that he knows that Odysseus is still alive and that he's coming. He's returning tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
Then he explains his Odyssey and looks
Woo!
at Athena.
Name
And he
drop!
explains Troy.
That's the name of the movie.
And he looks at Athena while recounting Troy. And that's my favorite part of the movie. Is the flashback to Troy.
It's really, really good. I think it definitely does a lot for the story. Like how they basically had Athena appear to Odysseus, but at the end they tie it up actually quite groundedly to just him like it being a vision of his guilt and like his grief and all the regret that he has. And I'm just glad that it doesn't glorify the whole thing of like sacking Troy as like a really heroic thing to do, because at the end, or this is like the very end thing, like how he talks about the ultimate betrayal of trust by giving someone a gift and then using that to stab people in the back. And I think it just
against Zeus's law.
And like it still works so well in the modern day time.
And the imagery of Athena getting her head cut off, like the statue.
That was the second thing that made me tear up. The first thing was, I forgot to tell you about this. No, I think I told you about this, but we forgot to talk about it. The whole when Odysseus finally meets his dog. Before meeting Penelope, it was like, dude, come on, too fucking sad. I teared up, and it was I was
That's
like
when
almost
Telemachus
fucking crying.
recognizes his father.
Yeah, that too. I was like constantly like teardrops. It was so good, and yeah, there's
it's so good.
There's the other hint to the wound mark, the scar on Odysseus's leg, which comes up in so many other stories that includes Odysseus, like Song of Achilles, or again Circe, and also like all the other fucking places where he comes up. It's like I'm so glad that he included this, because up until then,
I forgot about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the beginning of the movie, they showed that he was getting hurt.
I know, and when at the beginning of the movie, I was like, "Wait, what are they gonna do with this?" Because I don't remember this. I don't remember him getting hurt.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Is that a little bit of a nudge to Achilles, like his heel getting hurt?" I don't know. I was
Oh,
just like confused. And when we got back to that part of him getting his foot washed, as soon as I saw like the foot bath, I was like, "Oh,
yeah. That was
that's so cool!"
like I would have recognized it even if they didn't show the him getting hurt by the boar. But obviously, it works so much better this way. It
Yeah.
works like a real thing in the movie because I don't know if it's talked about in the book, or maybe it is, but whatever. It works really well. The one of the servants recognized him immediately, and he's like shocked. Oh, please don't ruin my disguise, lady.
Talking to my wife here.
Talking about wife here.
The one thing about Troy that confused me, but once I understood, I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool." Is that they take so much time opening the doors that I was wondering if I was missing something, like a piece of information, which I was, because once they opened the door, the army was behind the door. But they took so long, like, with the mechanism, that I was like, are they doing something bigger? And I'm not sure what they're doing, and is this actually a door, or is it, like, some mechanism? So, that kind of took me out, because it took them so long to open that damn door.
I do. Yeah, they cut back and forth quite a bit of like the things mechanisms moving, and every time they cut back, it moved like 1 inch, and it was so funny.
And then the aura farm.
And then the aura farm. Oh my god! I know, like, it is said that that fight went too long. I don't think it went too long. I think
No.
it was perfect. The whole thing with like that was the soldiers coming in at the end of like the movie where they were like finally getting to Troy. That was 10 years of frustration and 10 years of loss all pouring in like seconds, and it was rageful. Agamemnon was still aura farming, but that's okay. That's fine. He doesn't need to lead. He could just aura farm. That's his thing. And every other soldier is like killing like everybody. They were so far gone. They were so inhumane about everything they were doing at that point. They were just letting the worst of them take over them and kill not just the soldiers, not just the men, but the women, the children, the old people, the sacking even
Man, the women, the children too. Oh my god, is that a Star Wars reference?
I have never seen Star Wars and I know what you're talking about. And also sacking the fucking statues of the same gods that they worship too.
They worship, yeah.
So they were lost in their heads. So basically, they were signing their death like certificate right then and there. All of the men that were sacking the whole city, disrespecting the gods, killing innocent people because they were just mad and because they were frustrated. And so it wasn't even Odysseus' fault, really, when he wasn't able to save their men, like his men, because they were going to die because of the things that they did anyway.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And I think that scene, like, that was, the whole sound of the swords clanking, a bit annoying, but like, man, it was so fun to watch.
I really didn't mind. For me, that was like the highlight of this movie was the battle and the opening the doors to Troy.
I'm glad that they go back to it because like I thought they were not going to go back to to Troy at all. I thought that was it. Like they weren't going to show, but they did. And
the horse getting inside, yeah.
The horse, and then them coming out, and then they actually showed like when the invasion happened. And it was really, really well done. I really enjoyed that.
What I didn't really like is that it felt so unrealistic.
The horse?
Of them dragging the horse through the sand.
Really? I thought the horse looked unrealistic because like how the fuck did
they just...
No,
for me the horse was cool.
I mean, yeah, the horse was cool, but like how the fuck did they manage to make a horse that looks so perfect? What the hell?
In metal.
And oh my god, dude, they were insane. Apparently, oh yeah, when you told me that every actor that was in the horse was actually in the horse. I was like, what the
Oh,
fuck,
yeah.
dude? That would suck so bad. I don't want to be in
Yeah,
the
it does.
fucking horse.
That sounds like torture.
But it's
But yeah, do you want to talk about a fight that went on for way too long though?
fight that went on for way too long. Do you mean the Land of the Giants?
No,
Oh, you mean the ending?
I don't know if you have... Oh no. I think your power went out. Let's open WhatsApp. Oh yeah, you did. Well, guys, Clint's Wi-Fi went out.
Let me do the intro again. Hello, everybody. Welcome
no,
back.
you don't need to. Never
Oh,
acknowledge the costume change.
Yeah, okay, let's just start talking from the middle. My power went out when we were talking about the final battle of Odysseus fighting the suitors. And, but, guys, before we talk about all of that, I do need to address something. I have seen it again. It happened. I went to watch it again yesterday, or today. No, Monday? Wait, it's Tuesday.
Yeah,
for
it
me.
was today.
Monday. My brain's not working
You finished
anymore.
on Monday.
Oh, I finished on Monday, alright. Okay, no, but yes, I watched it again. This time at a really good theater, which is the one that I go to usually. And let me tell you, dude, the fucking sound is real. This movie shook. It was shaking. The fucking seats were vibrating. That didn't happen in the other theater. 70 millimeter. I said 70 millimeter last time. It's 70 foot, like 70 feet, not 70 millimeter. We're not watching on this tiny screen. The screen was massive, but the sound was awful. But this one screen is almost just as massive. Barely noticed that it's not like 70 feet long or like wide. But dude, the sound, it was shaking. You know when in the beginning of the movie, there's a scene where Telemachus is having a little argument with Antinous, cannot say his name still, where Athena shows up as a beggar, and they're like having this altercation between a couple of characters, and then at some point he says like, I don't know, there's like a thunder sound at some point during that argument.
Zeus.
Yeah, they mention Zeus, and there's a thunder sound. Oh my god, dude! It thundered. My seat was like. It's like they put a massive vibrating butt plug under my seat. And it was great, and that kept happening for like so many scenes. Like I was feeling it. Okay, not the butt plug, but like I was feeling the feels. It was such like a better experience than the previous one. I heard the soundtrack in so many parts that I thought, why did they decide to keep it like no sound at all, like no soundtrack in the background? Oh, it turns out there was sound. It was
there was music.
There was music throughout the whole movie, and I just missed that all in my first time watching it. But this time, the music is so fucking cool. The score, it's haunting. It's like it's so haunting. When I got out of the theater, I was listening to those soundtracks, especially the one called Sirens, like the siren scene soundtrack, and also the soundtrack for Odysseus, which kind of sound the same. And I think they're done with flutes, like flute. I don't know if you know that instrument, but it's quite popular in India.
With wind instrument.
Yeah. My grandpa actually used to make flutes. He does not know how to play them, but he knows how to make them. So
That's actually pretty cool.
he made me a bunch of flutes when I was a little kid, and I used to try and play them. It was so annoying. Like it's so hard to play, and I think when I was listening to it in the car on my ride back home, like you can hear so many details of whoever was playing it, like doing the whole breath thing and the whole sound of the wind going through the. I don't know. It visualized so much in my head for some reason, but the soundtracks are really, really cool. I cannot believe I missed those in the first time watching. It's such a disappointment.
Yeah.
I'm never going back to that theater again.
I'm guessing it's like such a different experience
It
since
is.
so much of the movie was the sound and the music.
Yeah. Remember when I
Like,
told you after it got out, like I cried so much more because in the first time I only cried when Telemachus, like knew that it was Odysseus and Argos passed away, like the dog. I was like, oh, that's a sad scene. And to be fair, I've like had so much time to think over about the movie in the past like 4 days or however many days it has been. So now watching it second time, I just have a lot more perspective on it, I guess, like settled perspective, and I know what to expect and what is going on where. And so all the
yeah.
emotional story beats just hit so much fucking harder than before. Whew. Anyway. Anyway.
Those are the good type of movies where like you can reliably know that you're gonna feel the same emotions. And I feel like with some movies, like on rewatch, you can kind of lose that feeling
I
of
was
the emotions or
thinking
like the
I might
strength.
lose it this time. Or like I was thinking it might not have the same effect. It did not. It had
Yeah.
such a better effect this time. Holy shit.
I'm glad.
And you know what I
glad.
said? I might go watch it again. I might. If it's in the theater like 2 or 3 weeks from now, which I'm guessing it should be because they said that it will run until like mid-September. And so
Definitely, yeah.
that's a
Another
long
month.
time.
It's a month and a half.
And Spider-Man had just come out like I think 4 days ago. Whoa. It's been 4 days since Spider-Man came out. I got to watch that one as well. But yes, if it's still in the theater after like a while, I will go watch it again. This time I was actually crying. Whew, I have so much more to say about the ending. Let's go, dude.
So we did already talk about Troy, the Troy invasion and the Troy
Yes.
massacre.
Yes.
So we were just at the final scene of the suitors
Yeah.
being tested, being trapped
Trapped
in the common
and
room,
killed.
trapped and killed.
Yeah.
Which I really like that scene because it did a lot. They did a lot with that scene, but I was kind of expecting more. No, well, first let's talk about the challenge. Them going one after the other,
Sure.
and trying to string the bow. I like that moment because it shows Odysseus' strength and his connection to his craft so well, and just the doom doom doom.
Oh my god, it was
It's
so much
good.
better this time.
It's so cool.
It
was
sounded
really
hell,
cool.
and people went like, "Whoa!" in my theater when he strung the bow. Oh man, it sounded so cool. It rung like my heart because it was so loud and I have a DM.
Yeah.
Anyway, because
And
it
I
was so
already-
loud, it was great.
Yeah. And I'd already told you that sound is a reference
sound.
to a musical that has never been done.
Never-
It's just the soundtrack because
That's so
it's
cool.
just fan made about the story of Odysseus. I need to listen to it. It's called Epic the Musical, and apparently it's one of the best. Shu has been telling me a lot about this musical. Apparently he listens
Shu?
to it a lot. I haven't. Yes,
Okay.
we are musical nerds. This is where we bonded.
Okay.
But I really need to listen to that, and just the string beat takes like the main theme of the movie about Odysseus
really
needing to
does.
come back home.
Okay, yeah.
So that was a cool little notice for the fans, and they really they didn't do any copyright thing with it. Like they could just take the rhythm because it's not copyrighted material. Since it's not official. Which is cool. Fan servicey. I love it.
I had no idea. It was
And I
amazing.
felt serviced.
Call me a
Call
fan
me a
because I
fan.
felt real service. Okay. The thing about the whole fighting scene of Odysseus going a little longer than normal. When I watched it, there's something interesting that happened. You know how when you drive somewhere new and you're driving
I know what you're gonna say.
and like
And
it
the road feels longer.
feels longer and then you
Yeah.
return and it just gone in an instant. Like you're already at the point where you're like, wait, I'm already here. It took me so long last time. I'm pretty sure it was kind of long. Like it could have been cut short, maybe, but when I was rewatching it, it went by way too fast, or not way too fast, but like faster than I was expecting. Like I was because we had already talked about it right before I watched it again. So I went in and I was thinking, oh, this scene's gonna go on for long. Let's settle down. And I was munching on my popcorn. This time I got food as well. And I was munching on my popcorn. I was dropping popcorn on my body because I'm so clumsy. And the scene just went by fast. Like you got the scene for where he shoots the bow, like the arrow, and then he starts killing people. To be fair, there's a lot of people that he needs to kill. Like fuck ton of people in the whole room. So I was thinking maybe that's why it takes quite a while. And I was waiting for it to take a while. But it was kind of over in like, I don't even know how long, but it went faster. Like the pacing felt different this time. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. That can happen with even movies that I've seen where things seem to happen so fast.
I guess I don't have a complaint with that anymore because it just felt normal.
No, the only complaint I really had, apart from it lasting a long time, is that they just didn't give Robert Pattinson a lot of material to work with this scene. I think he could have done with the dialogue. I'm just talking dialogue wise. It was just him being scared and telling the men to go, 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 which he can't act scared. Hilarious. I don't mind that, but he kept repeating the same thing.
It's like when Tom Holland goes, "You got wise eyes, Athena's eyes." I noticed that as well this time. He says it 3 times to 3 different people. Like, whoa. Fucking not Athena, special. Jesus. Everybody has Athena's eyes, apparently.
And also, I was kind of hoping Penelope would have more to do in the battle. Oh. Just like, she closes the doors and brings all our servants, alright? Mm-hmm. Except the one that betrayed her. Yeah. That's fine. I don't mind. Like, she needs to be protected. That's the whole point also. But she just goes bye-bye. And then it's over. Yeah. And then comes back when it's over. She could have given, like, I don't know, a word of encouragement to Odysseus, or like see her behind the door screaming, saying like, actually, is my husband okay? What is going on? I hope my husband's okay. We could have gotten cuts to that would have been a bit more interesting to only the fighting, because we do get cuts of Tom Holland upstairs, which are really cool. I really like the cut,
like cutting back and forth between Odysseus and him.
Yeah, in the weapons room. But yeah, I wish we could have gotten a little bit more of Penelope in that scene. We get a lot of it after.
We do. So. Yeah, that's true. She just disappears, and we just put complete focus on Odysseus and Telemachus. I don't know if she could have helped in the fight. Probably not, because like this is just not a thing. So.
Yeah. But get her worry. I don't know. Get something. She just eats. It's like, okay, close the door.
Eats away. Well, thank God my husband's here. I can go back to my room and weave that fucking thing. What was it again? She was weaving something. Well, not something, but I forgot the name of the fabric, like the thing. The
tapestry.
Yeah, what is the thing called? Like scarf? Not scarf. I'm cutting this whole section out. I can't. We cannot look like idiots, Pigeon.
It wasn't a rug. A burial shroud from her father-in-law.
Okay. Right, that thing. Yeah, she just goes back to doing that, I guess. She goes back to work.
Yeah, she goes back to work.
Okay, so that's that. Like the fighting scene, of course, like you need to have the fight scene. It does happen. What comes after that is so nice. I think like the way it ended, like this is the actual end of the movie now, where you see Odysseus has won, obviously, and he goes up to Penelope, gives her the thing back, the Athena little statue, I don't know, effigy, and they have their moment, and it's really sweet. And for a second, I was like, "Wait, is he actually going to die?" Because
me too.
Like throughout the whole movie, I was like, "Oh, this is good because he doesn't die, so I can like relax a little
I
bit."
forgot. I forgot about the book ending when you told me when we first recorded how he actually died
Oh
by
man,
Circe's son. So I forgot how Odysseus died. So I was like, oh wait, he's dying. Okay, that must be in the book.
that's what I was scared about because I was just super relaxed. I had my guard down the whole time. I was like, "Yeah, he's obviously not going to die." So I wonder what's going to
Yeah.
happen at the end because it might feel a bit weird or something. I don't know because normally in these stories, the hero just dies at the end. But they instead do the exile thing, which is cool. And I don't know what happens at the end of the book because I read like the whole book some time ago, so I don't remember exactly what happens at the end. So I don't know if it was exile or what, but I think that bit worked really well. He was like
Yeah.
classic Christopher Nolan style, was cutting back and forth between Penelope and Telemachus walking down the pier to the boat, and then you have
Yeah,
also
crying, and you're like, oh, is
oh
he
wait
dead?
a minute, are they all being exiled from the whole island, and now everything's like tragic? But
No, I think you're supposed to. Yeah, I think you're supposed. Yeah, you're supposed to think that Odysseus died, and they're
yeah,
being
that's what I mean.
exiled.
Like
Yeah.
he's doing
Yeah,
his
okay.
classic thing of like cutting back and forth between like one thing and the other, creating deception, and then at the end they show that you know,
Yeah.
like Odysseus just goes, "Not death, by the way, exile." And then they drop the whole monologue. Well, not monologue. It's kind of it's the dialogue of
It's
them.
just a repeat of
The
the
first-
initial dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he also talk about like Odysseus gives his speech about how humanity is going to like do the whole like they're going to repeat the same mistakes over and over. The songs will be told over and over. It's like basically saying history repeats itself and whatnot. And at the end, oh my god, the scene where the whole movie ends with Odysseus looking at the burning statue of the horse. Whew.
Yeah.
I was weeping. I don't know. This time, I swear to God, something happened because I felt so much more, so
Involved.
different, and
Yeah.
like it felt strange to see all of it again and feel so much different than last time. I wouldn't say it's just because of the like the sound, probably because I had time to think about it, and I went in with
Yeah.
like a fresher perspective and stuff. So I was weeping. I was trying to hide my tears, like this, and I also had cheese
Oh, guys,
in my
eyes
fingers.
hurt.
I had cheese in my fingers because of fucking cheese popcorn, and so I couldn't use this hand. I had to use this. I'm like, oh god damn it! I hope they don't see me fucking weep because there's a burning horse. But yeah, oh boy, that was anyway. That's my take on the ending. What did you think?
I thought it was a really good ending. I loved the theater, really satisfied, and really happy, and I thought it was a hero's ending like they've been done before, but
Yeah.
you know that they work, so
Yeah, and this one's the
it was
oldest.
really nice.
And like you can't just alter everything, I guess. So this, I mean,
Yeah.
this is. I want to watch it again.
No, it was a really good ending, and I don't know, there's not much to say on my part.
Yeah, I mean,
Other
it just
than
it
I
works.
love the theater, I really need to pee, and the bathrooms were closed. It was
Oh my
midnight.
god.
So I had to drive back home.
I'm so glad we have Interval where we can just like it's a 3 hour long movie. Even if you don't have to pee in the beginning, you will have to pee at the end. There's no way. That was yeah. Oh my god, we're done. We did it. We have done it.
Oh,
After
but-
how long? But there's a but.
but we got some extra content.
Ooh, we got
We're
we
leaving
got a
you with-
guest. We got a guest appearance of.
Let's
How do we introduce him?
drag him in.
Let's drag him in.
Oh yeah, before. Okay, no, don't. Okay, no, it's a surprise guest. Let's just drag
Let's
him in.
surprise him with dragging him in. Oh my God, Gasha! Hello.
Oh my god!
Hello.
Hello,
We're
surprise guest.
We're done with the whole thing. Shebang is
Well, so now that you're finished, you want me because
yeah.
sorry, I was trying to finger something. Okay.
Hello,
Is it here?
Sasha.
His mic is fucking up.
Uh,
We are done discussing the Odyssey.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on this movie? What did you think? Did you like it?
It was great.
Main event, made things that you liked.
So yeah, I haven't read the book before, so like
Ooh.
everything was kind of
Oh, this is good.
new.
You got a new
Yeah,
perspective.
yeah, definitely. And so the part I really liked was like the kind of emotional part where Odysseus like came back and then their son realized that
It was
like
him.
his dad was back because of the dog.
I know.
That
Oh my
was
God, that scene
great
stood out to me
scene.
when I watched the first time.
Everybody
Yes.
cried
Oh
because
man.
of
Yeah.
the dog. Yeah.
And I mean also the moment where Penelope realized that it was her husband that was back. That was also nice.
Oh, when he shot the arrow through the axis.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, first
No, that
first
was
she had,
Yeah, first in her room.
Oh,
yeah, well
that was a
well,
bit odd to me.
I don't know if she knew immediately, but like because of her reaction, the moment where he strung the bow, like when he
I think
loaded
she
the
had her
bow and-
doubts, and she wanted confirmation, but she wasn't just gonna trust like some random stranger, a random beggar.
Got these
So
beggars out of here.
because he told her, yeah, Odysseus is back. I feel like there
I'll
was
be
something
back
that made her tick that it was him. It was the beggar, because she was
Yeah.
waiting for him to appear in the crowd, like to take his chance
Yeah, but like
during the trial.
I was just a little lost in that scene, to be honest. Like not the bowstringing scene, the one before where they were talking and at what point she realizes, or not realizes, but like takes a gamble, I guess.
Because in the version I read, she knows. She knows that it's him before the trial.
Yeah, she does. She does know, like canonically, she knows that like he's here. But yeah, anyway.
Because in the movie, I don't think she seemed like she knew. Well, because like the maid, like she had the realization and it was like, don't tell about it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think
Sorry.
so I was gonna say like the thing that probably made her take was also the fact where she said like I mean Odysseus as the beggar he said, oh yeah, don't worry, I was with him, he's still alive, he's gonna come back in due time. Like when you need him the most. So she was like, interesting.
Let's do a
Problem.
trial.
Yeah.
Is there a
Let me remarry.
specific island that you preferred, or like a specific monster that you preferred?
I don't know. Okay, the Cyclope was kind of fun. It was kind of funny, but it was like the island where there was the child, and the child was like all smiling and all friendly, and then he was just like,
I know that island, the land of the giants. We personally, both of us thought it was pointless, kind of.
yeah,
Like it was so.
it was,
Like,
it
it's
was
just-
weird.
It was not that necessary. It didn't really. I personally wanted that if they had cut out that scene or like made it shorter or like not have that at all and given
Or, like,
that time
make
to
it like give it an actual purpose.
yeah or
Yeah.
giving that whole section or like the time to the underground bit or like, the underworld bit. I wanted that more. We talked about it.
I thought about the underground. Okay, yesterday.
Okay.
If you wanted Achilles,
Achilles.
how do you say?
Achilles.
Yeah, you wanted him to appear in the movie.
Yeah.
The underground would have been such a perfect moment.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
there's a vague scene of Odysseus looking at the buried or like the armor of his army, like armor of his soldiers, in the sand, and it focuses on one specific armor, which could be a nod to Achilles. But the thing is, his armor, like in the whole lore of Greek mythology, is said to be like one of the most recognizable armors of all time. Like if you saw, it would be more recognizable than Agamemnon aura farming. So if you saw like Achilles' armor, you would know it's Achilles' armor. But that one looks generic. It looks I don't know if it's a
For me, it
nod.
was just for the fallen soldiers, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
know.
And so there, in terms of like an actual mention, there was just a name drop by Menelaus at his dinner of Achilles and Patroclus, and one other person. But there wasn't a lot of mentions, to be honest, about the Trojan War. It was, which I mean, yeah, like one way to show it. They did show a great deal about how war affects not just the people that are like actively involved in it, the two cities, but also other people. And they also grounded the whole thing a little bit, like how in the mythology it's more about Helen being kidnapped, and then you have this whole war breaking out. But in the movie, Odysseus like explicitly mentions that the whole Helen thing is just like an excuse so that they can have control of the trade routes and stuff. And it does like makes it more grounded. And it's a pretty cool detail. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really like that. I just wanted there was Achilles and Patroclus kissing because they were not just friends. Octave! Oh my god! Octave!
Special guest appearance.
Another special.
Yawn.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Actual fucking void.
He's a
Oh
black
my god.
void.
Oh my god!
Look at him. He's voiding up.
Voiding up. He just sinking down in the bed. It's so funny. Octave! Look at his eyes glowing. I think we're done.
On that note.
This is it. And a special,
Yeah,
very
this
special
is
appearance
it.
from Octave and his opinion about the movie. He loved it. Actually, he watched it multiple times.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he watched it more than you.
yeah.
I watched it twice, and I'm gonna watch it again. Sasha, did you know? Oh, did you watch it? You
Cool.
also watched it in IMAX, right?
Yeah.
So that's that. Which
Clint,
is
since
fine.
you did the intro, you can do the outro.
No. Let's let Octave do the outro. So everybody, shut up.